Why does Rome work? It's a city that seems to defy its own weight, a living museum that refuses to be just a monument. The secret isn't in grand plans or perfect preservation, it's in a simple, powerful act of accumulation. Rome adds instead of erasing. It builds upon itself, not by clearing the ground for something new, but by weaving the new into the fabric of the old. This is a city that has learned to live with its ghosts, not by banishing them, but by giving them a seat at the table. New streets sit on old streets, life runs on what survived. The modern city doesn't just rest on top of the ancient one, it's threaded through it. The foundations of an imperial warehouse become the cellar of a trattoria. The curve of an ancient amphitheater dictates the shape of a modern piazza. This isn't a choice, it's a necessity born from millennia of continuous habitation. To erase the past would be to erase the ground itself. So, the first principle of Roman resilience is this: use what exists. It's a philosophy of profound pragmatism. Why quarry new stone when a fallen temple offers a perfectly good block? Why lay a new road when the old one, trodden for centuries, still holds? This isn't about nostalgia. It's about an economy of energy and resources that has been ingrained over generations. Fragments of marble inscriptions become benches where students eat their lunch. Ancient walls, once part of a senator's villa, now form the back of a bustling cafe. A toppled column drum isn't an obstacle, it's a place to rest, to tie a shoelace, to wait for a friend. This constant, unceremonious reuse keeps the city moving, stitching the present directly into the past. Layering isn't just an archaeological fact, it's the city's engine. This patient repair, this act of mending and adapting, is what keeps daily life running. It's a quiet, continuous conversation between then and now. You see it in a single wall, where Roman brickwork gives way to medieval tufa blocks, which are in turn patched with modern plaster and crisscrossed by electrical conduits. The wall isn't a static artifact, it's a living document of every hand that has worked to keep it standing. The second principle is about perception. Light and time reveal the layers. The city is a sundial. As the sun moves from morning to noon, its light catches different textures, different eras. The long shadow of an ancient arch stretches across a modern street, momentarily connecting two millennia. The raking light of late afternoon reveals the subtle shifts in brickwork, the ghosts of sealed windows, the scars of repairs made centuries apart. Nothing here stands alone. Light is the great connector, binding disparate eras into a single coherent view. Time doesn't just pass, it stacks. It accumulates in one place, creating a density that you can feel. Old fractures in the pavement guide the flow of rainwater and the path of pedestrians. The routines of today are shaped by the breaks of yesterday. This accumulation is written on every surface. Paint peels back to reveal older colors. Bronze statues turn a brilliant, living green. Frescoes fade into beautiful abstract ghosts of their former selves. In a world obsessed with the new, Rome celebrates the opposite. Texture replaces polish. Patina is not a defect to be scrubbed away, it is proof that something has endured. It is a badge of honor. Each layer marks a decade, a repair, a shift in style or fortune. The fine web of cracks on a marble slab are not flaws, they are records of the ground shifting, of seasons passing, of history itself pressing down. They tell a story of resilience, of a material that bent but did not break. This leads to the third principle: function over polish. The city's layout wasn't designed on a grid, it was worn into the landscape by millennia of footsteps. Maps follow footfalls, not the straight edge of a ruler. The streets are a record of desire lines, of the most logical path from home to market, from fountain to forum, carved out over centuries of human habit. An alley suddenly bends, not because of a planner's whim, but because it had to navigate around a Roman wall that refused to be moved. You adjust your path and discover a hidden courtyard, a fountain, a small moment of unexpected peace. In Rome, getting lost is the introduction. It's the city's way of forcing you to abandon the map and start reading the streets themselves. Design emerges by accident and is refined by habit. A car inches down a lane barely wider than itself. The driver folds in the mirrors. Pedestrians flatten themselves against a wall. There is no formal system of traffic control here. No stoplight, no painted lines. There is only a shared understanding, a fluid negotiation for space. Trust and awareness are the operating system. Outsiders see confusion. Locals see an intricate self-organizing logic. A car proposes a path. The crowd edits it in real time. A scooter finds a gap that existed for only a second. Pressure forms patterns. Streams of people split around a fountain and braid back together on the other side. This constant, low-level friction is not a sign of failure. It's the source of the city's adaptability. Constraint creates flow. This pragmatism is everywhere. Fixes are stacked one on top of another. A wall is patched, then wired for electricity, then braced with a steel tie rod. The solution is rarely elegant, but it is always effective. It does the job. Buildings are time capsules. You enter through a Baroque doorway, cross a Renaissance courtyard, and find Roman foundations in the cellar. Modernity must detour for memory. A new metro line can't just plow through the earth, it has to negotiate with 2,000 years of buried history. Every dig risks a find, and when it happens, history answers back. The past has authority here. Plans must bend around discoveries. Progress learns humility when faced with soil that remembers emperors. And so, life continues, suspended over history. Dinner is served over an empire, every single night. You sip coffee above the remains of a barracks. You eat pasta on a terrace built over the foundations of a temple. History isn't confined to museums. It stays human, right here, at the table. This is Rome's fundamental refusal, a refusal of the clean slate, of the grid, of the illusion of perfection. It is elastic, contradictory, and profoundly alive. It survives because it can never be finished. Its complexity is its insurance policy. When one system fails, a dozen redundant, overlapping alternatives are there to take its place. Failures harden into shields. Seams resist the pressure of sameness. The mess is memory you can live in. The lesson is that depth beats perfection every time. That's why Rome works. Layer by layer, century by century, it is still working. In Rome, is not individual speed, but shape. that coalesce into a clear